Hi Anushka, good morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Okay, so Anushka, today our session is related to internship, and we've already recorded a couple of videos on internship, relevance of internship, and you are yourself
Yeah.
one example where internship provides career opportunities in the form of higher educational, options. You got a direct PhD in Texas Tech University on the basis of wonderful internship which you did from ISCR. So let's start our session today, Anushka. And can you please tell us which organization you are, discussing today with the students?
Okay, so I have an amazing summer internship opportunity for students, those who are studying biological sciences, any degree related to biological sciences. And this particular internship is from CSIR, but the branch is CCMB, that is, it's only for molecular biology. So CSIR particularly focused on a cell and molecular biology aspect.
Mhm.
And I'll be talking about who all can apply to the summer internship, what will be the duration, when are the applications going to open, what is the deadline, and what will be the projects available to work.
Mhm. Okay, so can we start it now, Anushka?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the advertisement that they've posted. Now, this particular institution is CSIR, Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology. Now, CSIRs, they are generally very, very, very famous for PhD admissions, since like they conduct entrance exam for PhD, that is CSIR UGC NET, and if you crack it, then you're eligible to apply for PhDs in India. Now,
Mhm.
this particular institution is under Ministry of Science and Technology, that is Government of India, and it is one of the prestigious institutes to carry out, research studies. So, they also conduct various summer internship related opportunities so that students, while they are in their, undergrads, or while they are in their masters, they gain some hands-on training or exposure, so as to how the working environment is in a lab. So they every year they conduct some summer training related programs, and this time also they have come up with a summer training program which is in 2025, and this particular institute is in Hyderabad. So
Okay.
it's in the southern part of India. Yeah. Now they
Mhm.
have mentioned the eligibility criteria, so you have to get this in mind that if you are studying your MSc, MTech, or MPharm, and you should have at least completed 1 year of your MSc, MTech, or MPharm. Only then you're eligible. So if you're admitted in 2024 for your masters, then you're eligible to apply for the summer internship program. Also, if you're doing your BTech or BPharm, uh, and if you have at least completed 3 years of your BTech or BPharm, then you are eligible. Now, if you are doing your BSc, I don't think they are like allowing students who are doing the BSc right now. So it's just for MSc, MTech, MPharm, and BTech and BPharm. Also,
Mhm.
integrated BTech, MTech, or BSc, MSc. So if you are in an integrated program, that is BSc and MSc, then you are eligible. But they have mentioned that students who completed the 8th semester, that is 4 years of the study, are eligible. So if you are going to enter in your final year, then I think you are eligible. Also, if you are doing your MBBS program or BDS, and you have completed your 3 years by January 2025, then you're still eligible. And if your BSc in Biosciences program is for 4 years, so ICERs, they have BS degrees, that is Bachelor's in Science, that is for 4 years. So if you're doing that particular program, and if you have completed at least 3 years, then you are eligible to apply to the summer internship. And they have mentioned that 3 years BSc program and PharmD students are not eligible to apply to the summer internship program. Now, the main and the most exciting thing about this training program is that it's not a very conventional classroom related program, so which means that you're going to get hands on experience. You're going to work in a lab under some PhD students, and you will be carrying out their some part of their PhD project, and you will be helping them. So you will get an opportunity to work under the guidance of the scientists, like very top scientists. Those are those who all are working in CSIRs, and also students. In the end of your summer training program, you will have to make a project report, that is your detailed report, what all you did in your project, and also you will be required to make a poster presentation.
Mhm.
So these are the main aspects. Then next is the application procedure. They have mentioned that if you are doing your BTech or like your master's program from any university, you should have their HODs or dean's authorization letter. You can email your university for that, and then you have to submit the authorization letter that you will be allowed to work for 2 months of time in CSIR, and then you have to upload that letter in this application, that is a summer internship application, and they will post the selected candidates on their website. Now, yeah, so regarding boarding and lodging, they have clearly mentioned that they will not be providing any accommodation. And if you are interested to do the summer internship, you will have to make your own arrangements for the stay during the training period. So if you are considering for accommodation, I think they won't be providing. So you have to do your own arrangements, and the whole application process is online only. There is no offline procedure. Now the duration of this particular program is for 60 days, and all selected candidates, they must spend 60 days in order to get a certificate. So it is a required criteria. And they have mentioned some of the documents that you need to upload, that is your copies of marks, grades obtained from 10th standard till date, that is till your third year of your BTech or
Mhm.
your first year of your masters.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then you also have to, yeah, so you also have to submit a statement of purpose, and they will be assessing your SOPs also. It's not that they'll only consider your marks from your BTech or masters. They'll also check your statement of purpose. And the average, they have mentioned that however the average chance of selection is less than 10%, because they receive a high number of applicants like every year.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, and yeah, so they had opened this summer internship call for online applications from 3rd Feb, and the last date for submitting online applications is 17th March. So you have enough time. You still have like 1 month if you are interested in applying. And they will display the list of selected candidates on 1st April 2025, and the last date for sending the acceptance is 15th April. And so they currently have mentioned the tentative dates for doing the summer internship program of joining CCMB, that is between May 15th to 13th June. So they have not mentioned a particular date of joining. They'll be doing it soon after they announce the list of selected candidates. And no candidate is going to be allowed to join after 14th of June. That is what they have written. So they also have a format for authorization letter here. So you have to submit this format to your HOD or dean of your current institution, and then they, if they authorize the letter, you have to send it to the CSIR CCM in the CSIR CCMB portal for your application purpose. So
Mhm.
I think we have covered everything.
Okay. Okay. So, Anushka, may I ask you a couple of things from here now?
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
One is you mentioned about CSIR lab. So this is one of the labs which has come out with the internship opportunity. But how can a student, explore CSIR options, and what typical kind of? I believe this is largely for science students, right?
Yes, yes.
What about engineering graduates? They can also access CSIR, or they can also think of going there.
Yeah, because for this particular summer internship program, they have mentioned that if you're doing your BTech, that is your engineering.
Um,
So I was
mm,
doing my engineering in biotech. I am still eligible, but I should be
mm,
interested in the particular field, that is cell and molecular biological aspect. Then only it makes sense to apply
mm,
for the summer
mm.
internship
Okay,
program.
and I could not see that they are providing some funding. Accommodation they are not providing,
No,
but I don't think they are providing
yeah.
funding also.
No, they are
Scholarship
not
is given.
providing any stipend. No, no stipend and no accommodation. You have to manage everything on your own. But I think it's still
Worth, worth it.
yeah, it's still worth it.
Hmm.
That
Okay,
you
and
get a
now,
lot of experience and exposure.
okay, Anushka, how do they shortlist? On what criteria? What do you think? Because many students must be applying. So, what do you think is a typical? Because not everywhere they are asking research proposal or statement of purpose or something like that. So, how do
I
they
think,
differentiate?
yeah,
Hmm.
to be very honest, I think it's your marks and your
Hmm.
CGPA that you have.
Hmm.
That can be
Hmm.
the only criteria because till your third year you don't have a great research experience. So
Hmm.
this is the first step to gain some, hands-on training. So I think the only focus of theirs is going to be on your CGPA or also your SOP that you submit.
Okay.
Both of
And another thing, Anushka, do they need any kind of letter of recommendation also in internships
No,
from
they don't
professors?
need LORs. They just need the authorization letter from your
Letter.
institution. So if your institution is not going to allow you to, go there for two
Hmm.
months, so
That's
doesn't make
true.
sense.
Especially for masters, I was going to ask you, like when somebody is in master, he's getting stipend from institute normally. It is given
Mm-hmm.
in India from Ministry of Education, and professor may not spare you because I remember my time MTech में कुछ छुट्टियां होती थी. They used to give you
Mm-hmm.
leave for summer, some leave. Professor used to give you. Rest of the time you have to be in lab and you have to do the
Yeah.
activities. So MTech के लिए I believe it may be difficult for to get 2 months of leave from some institute. What do you think?
Yeah, but some universities, like in my university, MTech students also had 2 months of vacation, that is from May
Okay.
to July. So it was possible for us. But
Hmm.
I mean, each university has its own different rules,
Rules.
regulations, vacation
Hmm.
time. So
Hmm.
that is the reason,
Especially
that
when
is the main reason they require letter of authorization from your HOD and
Mm.
dean.
Especially if in masters you're not getting stipend because even in IITs some students do
Yeah.
not get stipend, so they are not under the obligation to be in summers in the lab. So maybe those kind of students can think of availing this opportunity. Now, my
Yes.
last question to you, Anushka, how do you think a student should make best use of their stay 2 months in these kind of places? How to extract the best and what they should focus on?
I think they should focus. So, what hardships I faced during my internship, based on that experience, I'll tell you. So, I had to go to the lab at every day 9 a.m. So it was very difficult for me to get up every day, and I had to work till sometimes my experiments used to go till 12 in the night. So I used to
That was in ISCR you're
ISO
talking about?
ISR Bhopal, yeah. So
Bhopal.
you have to be very committed, very motivated, and you cannot just tell them, "Oh, I'm not feeling good today. I won't be able to come." It shows lack of dedication and motivation. So you won't get a good LOR from the professor also while you're applying
Hmm.
for PhDs or masters somewhere else. So you need to be, regular, disciplined, and then you need to network there. So like the more you network, the more you get to know. And sometimes what professors do is, if they really like your work, that if he sees that you're really motivated and you're coming every day, you're dedicated, sometimes he gives you PhD offer also. You just have to
Okay.
pass the CSIR UGC net with the minimum marks, and he gives you PhD offer that
Hmm.
you can work in my lab since you have some experience. You know something about the research projects going in
Hmm.
the lab. So
Hmm.
there was one student who got the PhD offer from the lab which I was working in ISR Bhopal, because she
Hmm.
was very dedicated and motivated. So the professor, he just sent him a offer to join his lab as a PhD
Hmm.
student. So if you
Okay.
show your dedication, research,
Um,
and if you're doing good, you're learning very fast. Sometimes they give you PhD offers as well. So
hmm. Okay. So Anushka, suppose a student does not want to do PhD from India or he's not interested
Mhm.
to do PhD from that particular institute. But till he gets into his dream institute, PhD in his dream institute. He wants to have some kind of research experience and exposure,
Mm-hmm.
which he can get if he joins as RA or research assistant or research fellow or something. Let me
Mm-hmm.
ask you, if you really impress the professor or scientist there by your work, is it possible like you can extract opportunity for you as RA in that particular institute?
Yes, I think like there are some other jobs also. So for my lab, we had some job related to making Drosophila food. So we were focused on the Drosophila, which is a model organism, fruit flies. So we had to make food for Drosophila, in some vials. So they had a technical, what do you call, technician, not a technical assistant, but a technician. So if they have like opening positions for these kind of jobs, and if the students are interested, now I don't know particularly about RA and TS, but yeah, they do have jobs for technicians, lab technicians. So
Mm.
if the particular lab has opening and if the student is interested, yeah, he can
Mm.
get the job as well.
Okay, so you went there and you were slogging till late in the night. You used to reach 9 o'clock. Used to work 12 hours a day, and maybe
Yeah.
what Narayan Murthy ji is saying, you fulfilled that 70 hours of work.
Yeah.
Huh? Anushka, but that is not true for every student. So I want to
Yeah.
ask you, like, how come you get work everywhere where you go? I mean, in internship now in PhD also you're getting a lot of work, Anushka. So jokes apart, but does it depend upon the motivation level and passion of the student? Because I know many students keep
Yes.
on roaming here and there. So that part I want you to focus. How is that done?
Yeah, I mean, initially I faced कि नहीं यार नहीं इस मतलब 9 बजे सुबह उठ के फिर you come late then you have to go again. मतलब initially it becomes hard, but if you're really motivated, I think but it still depends on student to student. I mean, I
मतलब अगर
cannot.
नहीं जाओगे नहीं काम करोगे तो कोई नहीं पूछेगा, am I right in that?
Yeah, nobody is going to ask. So you will be
Your
considered
career,
as a, yeah, very least
and
interested student.
and Anushka, this is the main trouble. As a teacher, I want to tell the students like this is the main trouble. अगर आप internship में कुछ भी नहीं करना चाहते हो, 2 मंथ मजे करना चाहते हो, बस कुछ नहीं करना चाहते हो, तो कोई रोकेगा नहीं. लेकिन at the end, you are compromising with your opportunities
Yeah.
and career.
Yeah,
और
and
यही
the professor won't give you LOR. Like it's the truth. He won't even consider you giving the LOR.
that is
So
for sure,
आपने कुछ
obviously.
काम ही नहीं किया है तो मैं LOR में अपना टाइम वेस्ट क्यों करूँ एक पेज लिखने के लिए आपके लिए. So it's
तो आपने when you did your internship from ISCR Bhopal, तो you talk to the professor there that in future I may be looking for LOR from
yes,
you.
yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
I talked to him and he did give me good LOR. So
Okay. And you are supposed to submit a report or something, Anushka, at the end of the internship?
I was not supposed to submit a report, but I was supposed to give a presentation in front of
College.
everyone. So I gave my presentation.
Okay, in ICR also and in your college also, DY Patil also, both
No,
places.
not in Divya Patil. It was not related to my universities. It was just
Okay.
my, like, I wanted to do
Okay.
my
Your
internship.
summers you did it. Hmm.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
you did in after second year also, third year also, or only after third year? When did you do internship?
I did it after my third year, and the next internship, that was my final year thesis project. It was in my last year, for last
Okay.
semester. Sorry.
That was also done in
Eight.
some industry, yeah?
So that was in Tata Memorial Cancer Research Center,
Okay.
that is
Okay.
in Kharkar. Yeah.
Duration was 6 months or something, or less than that?
Yes, it was six
6 months.
months.
That was the industrial training, we can say.
Yeah, yeah, kind of.
Okay. Okay. So that I think that brings us to an end of this wonderful session. Anushka, that
Yes,
was
yes.
on internship. And may I request you to come out with some more such internship opportunities for students. And I'm very sure they will see this and they can make their mind accordingly. So thanks a lot, Anushka. And I'll catch you next
Thank you,
week
sir.
again. Thank you.